better he doesn't learn. This way he has to find out the hard way when it comes time to the judge presenting the conviction. He may not like what the end result is going to be. That's the beauty of all this. If anybody's running their mouth, it's him constantly. Oh, now I'm a toad. They're toads, idiot. There's a difference between a frog and a... Now I'm a toad abuser. What do you got next? What do you got next? Lay it all out. What do you got next? I'm a toad abuser. The other night we were hunting frogs. We just tossed them over the fence, but no, normally we do put them in a... I don't have to explain this, but I will. We normally do put them in a container. And then down the block about 125 feet, maybe not even that long, we toss them in an empty field. That's what we do with the toads. We were just lazy that one night. See, they can't jump like frogs, but you wouldn't know that. They can get through the gate section, but they can't get through the wall because they can't jump that high. I like educating you because you're so goddamn dumb. But the fact is that no, we don't abuse the frogs. And like I said, I think in another show, they have an exoskeleton. I guess I have to explain to you what an exoskeleton is. Rather than an internal skeleton, they have kind of a hard-shelled type of, described as an exo, meaning outer skeletal structure. I have to do even more explanation that girls, that it's almost like an armor. You could smack a frog if you wanted to, and he'd just probably laugh at you. Hey, come inside. Come inside. Come inside. Good girl. Yeah, and we don't forget the days when you, especially with Virgies, you're talking about you want to throw hot water on the dogs, and I did one of your last broadcasts. No, I don't harm any dogs and throw rocks at... I just show them to scare them. Well, actually, I do try to hit them with the rocks. You amaze me. You really do. You really do. I never seen anybody so willing to put themselves in harm's way of the law. I never experienced anything like this. Not like this. I'm just constantly amazed at this guy's stupidity. Here he is facing 5 charges. That's like 5 separate crimes. 5, count, 5. 5. He's running his mouth on his channel, which he's not supposed to be using his phone. But as I said, and I meant it, there's a higher level of the immigration that's clearly going to understand what's going on with your abusive usage of your cell phone. Now, what if they took that away from you? What would you do? Now, really, seriously, what would you do? I tell you, you'd be fucked. That's what you'd be. You'd be fucked. You would be totally fucked. You can't play your games. You can't look up stuff and occupy your time. You think you're fucked now. Just wait and see. This is going to a court level. It's going to immigration level. We're not talking about Cebu. We're talking about Manila. We're talking about a Manila level here. That's what we're going through. And, you're such a dumbass. Oh, you want your girlfriend to have anything to do with any of this shit, but you got her involved. And hate to tell you, but you actually are implicating her. And that's the way to go to see it. You see, my attorney did do a response, and all that was mentioned, and how there's a kind of a little conspiracy involved here of you getting your girlfriend to file this report. That doesn't make her look really good. If the immigration certainly sees it our way, the Department of Justice, it doesn't make her look good because, well, she harbored you. Need I go on? Need I go on? The woman that you love, you possibly have implicated her. And 2 things could happen. You'll be in worse doo-doo than you are. But then she could be implicated on this. And, well, what did you do? Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You're good at that. I'd say that the happiest day is going to come, and you think you're not going to wind up in Bikiton or one of those places. I wouldn't bet on it if you were a betting man or had the money to actually bet on it. I really wouldn't, because you'd lose. Something's going to go down. It ain't going to be real pretty with you. I can tell you that legally. Expect the unexpected, or expect the expected, because I think your attitude is you're just a little bit too cocky for your own good. You already saw evidence presented. And proverbial question is, did you say that or did you not? Well, apparently you did. Good. So how do you take that away from the court? And the other things too, there, Junior Mint, you presented, you presented, you made another no. You presented a charge sheet before the charge sheet was actually even sent to my attorney or myself. And what gave you the right to put that on and spread that around on YouTube? That was mentioned in the report to immigration just today. Just today. Just to let you know. Just today in a report. That's right. I'm not kidding. I have no reason to kid about it. You had absolutely no legal right to present something that has to go in my lawyer's hands and mine, a legal document. Man, you just love to fuck yourself up, don't you? And I love you doing it. I mean, keep it up. I'm loving every minute of it. Oh, there's a lot going down in Funky Town. A lot going down. The guy doesn't understand his own stupidity. And all he does is show after show. Constantly defaming me, calling me names. Here we go again. I gotta say it. Shooting himself in the foot. Why would he do that? Why would he keep on shooting himself in the foot? He's already facing a lot of crap. I don't know. I mean, maybe he likes the free rent situation, man. They'll give him plenty of that. Maybe he likes the situation, but he swears that he's never going to leave the detention center. Well, not for a while, you're not, bro. You ain't going to be home for Thanksgiving. You ain't going to be home for Christmas, and you're probably not going to be anywhere for for New Year's. So suck on that. Suck on that. Sometimes, people learn from their mistakes. It seems to be like an impossible task for him. And I'm like, every time he does a show, it's like, all right, man, cool, go on, say more. Call me more names. Please, just don't stop. You already said you weren't going to stop. We got that too. We'll introduce that in court. Do you realize that you probably are facing some time? This ain't speculation. I think it's more factual than speculation. So I'm just like sitting back here like, okay, go on. Don't let me stop you. Do more. I just collect more and more evidence. That's all. Works for me. It's not going to work for you. All right, this is getting to be one of those back and forth shits that he looks forward to because he needs something to talk about. One of his shows he did earlier, he had to pull something out of his hat. Oh, I'm a child abuser, now an animal abuser. Well, I think everybody knows me better than that. I love animals. And my dogs are part of my family. I've helped many animals since I've been out here and prior to me ever being out here. And yes, the frogs are poisonous. And if they represent any concern for safety for my dogs, I'm going to get rid of them. And I have every right to kill the fucking frogs, but I'm not doing that. They're lucky I just threw them over the fence, some of them. But no, normally we take the frogs and we put them in an actual pail. And we walk down the block about 100 feet or so, and we put them in the woods. That's what we do. That's what we do. I've had them here. I've had them in Hawaii. I'm very familiar with the species of toad. If anybody's a toad, you're a toad. You're laughful. Who's gonna have the last laugh? Oh, you're never going to bet Catan or anything, huh? As I said, man, I wouldn't put a bet against that. If you were a betting man, you'd be losing your money if you had money to lose. But hey, keep it up. That's cool. I'm not crying in my soup over what the material is in your YouTube shows. I'm loving it of it. Just keep on keeping on. It's all good with me. You've helped me a lot. You certainly have. Every You want a future, huh? Well, hardly a crime drinking a beer on your porch. Who's talking about drinking a beer on my porch? Nobody mentioned about drinking a beer on my porch. I don't drink. I don't know where that comes from. But your day's coming there, my boy. Son, your day is coming. It's going to be a day of glory. And I'll tell you what. Something ever happened, I wind up in a cell in that little institution. Give me a reason. Just give me a reason to I won't finish that sentence. You'd be pissing your fucking pants if I was there. You'd be pissing your pants. Or you'd be locking your own cell voluntarily. I'm only human. I took only so much from you. Now you're facing 5 counts. First of all, got you in there for immigration, overstay, and I got 5 counts of cybercrime on you. What else you want? You want more? I'll give you more. I'll give you all you want. I'll give you all you can handle. See what a tough guy you are when you go in a big house. Oh, you think you're never leaving there? What guarantees on that? Show me a guarantee that you're not going to wind up after the trial is over in the big house. And you know I'm going to be laughing my ass off, right? I mean, you do know that, right? As long as you know that. What's your famous line? Run your mouth, run your mouth. No, that's been you that's been running your mouth. And that's what got you in the situation you're in right now. But, I tried to tell you. Your viewers tried to tell you. Everybody's tried to tell you, but you just kept keeping on. What's with that? I mean, seriously, I'm being serious. You have an ill wish upon yourself? Come on, nobody could be that cocky. Are you really that cocky that you're actually willing to make your situation worse than it is? Seriously? You're not in a great situation. I hate to tell you there, brah. You're not in a good situation at all. Yeah, I know everybody likes drama. No, don't worry. It's not going to be a back and forth thing like the past, but I got a lot of humor out of his last 2 shows, actually. It was humorous. Now I'm an animal killer. I'm an animal killer now. Let's see, a child abuser. That's the one that really got him in trouble. Oh, by the way, we haven't even got to the death threats yet. Just to let you know. Okay, that's a whole nother case. It's a whole nother case. And I got evidence for that too. Oh, but wait a minute. That's right, you said I never had evidence about you calling me a pedophile or a child molester. But lo and behold, in front of your eyes on a big screen, there you were. There you were, in living color, saying what you did. You're such a fool. Look, dude, if you're not on meds, you're going to need to take them or something. But you're going to need to prepare yourself for the worst scenario. And I swear I'll be laughing my ass off. I will actually have a real belly laugh. When the trial is over and the court decides that you're getting some time, I don't care how long the time is, as long as you get a time in the big house with the paddle and, and remember, don't bend down to get the soap, And don't do that. Unless, that kind of stuff don't bother you. What do I know? So I won't mention that again. But, all I can say is keep up the good work. You've been doing wonderful for me, and I got to thank you for that. This is easy as pie. Easier than Aunt Bee's huckleberry pie. Keep up the good work, son. Keep up the good work.